Patreon, hey guys, how's it going? I got a few updates for everybody on a couple of things really quickly. So behind the scenes update. Number one, I understand that uploads have kind of slowed down a little bit. Well, that's because I had flooding damage. I've explained that. Thankfully, we are almost done with we're almost done with the repairs. Thank God for that. I cannot wait for this to be behind me. I am so behind. As you can see, I got boxes upon boxes of products I need to review. And it's not all Asus. Before you roll your eyes like, Asus, it's not all Asus. That right there is a Lee & Lee case. Lee & Lee sent that to me. I owe Lee & Lee a video on that. So it's not all Asus. But speaking of Asus, if you would have told me today, hey, you're going to wake up and spend like way more money than you ever predicted to spend this month, I would have been like, you're no way. But I did. I went to Micro Center. I did a thing. This, let's see. This is the Asus OLED monitor. And no, Asus did not send it to me. Trust me, I wish they did. It would have saved me a lot of money. I actually asked Asus for this. I said, hey, can I have an OLED monitor, please? Asked them for this a while back, and the answer was no. So I paid for this out of my pocket. This is a $1,300 monitor. They are currently running a Black Friday sale for $300 off, so it's a $1,000 monitor now. And I'm blessed, my state has not one but two Micro Centers, and Micro Center runs open boxes all the time. Micro Center had 4 of these open box for $749. So I rushed out there and I got it. And the fun doesn't stop there. Micro Center is also running a deal right now where, it sounds like an ad for Micro Center, it's not, but Micro Center is also running a deal right now where if you buy this monitor, you also get this keyboard for free. This is a $230 keyboard, guys. Was not expecting that. Just walked in like, hey, I want to get that monitor. It's like, oh, here's your keyboard. I'm like, what? So anyway, this is a good opportunity to upgrade my gaming setup. So let me explain this to you, right? So this is a 4K OLED TV. I've been using that as my main monitor for quite a while now. It is LG. Trust me, if I could have gotten an LG OLED for the same price, I probably would have chosen that, okay? So this has nothing to do with brand bias or being loyal or anything like that. It's just money talks. $750 for a $1,300 monitor. Plus a free $230 keyboard. Like, get out of here with that. You can't complain about that, right? With that being said, though, I have a couple of sponsors I need to run, and I don't like running sponsors on top of things that were sent to me for review, right? So, like, I don't want to upset Lee & Lee by doing their case review and then running a sponsor on top. I know all the big guys do it. Everybody does it. Linus, Gamers Nexus, Hardware Unbox, Jay, everybody does it, but I'm not that big. And so, I just want to keep the video about the product, and then I'll do another video that's not about a product where I can run a sponsor. That's how I'm doing it for now, but as I grow, that will probably have to change. But my wife had a good idea. She's like, well, why don't you just make a video about upgrading your setup? And I'm like, you know what? That's a great idea. Again, this is open boxed. I have no idea if it works. I have no idea if the screen is in terrible condition. We're going to learn today. Now, with that being, Kevin Hart, with that being said though, somebody asked me, hey, why are you getting rid of why are you, switching over from this OLED? I mean, LG OLED is phenomenal. Well, it's a 48-inch TV, guys. It's so big, I can't even set it on my desk. I had to mount it on the wall, which means every time I record, I have to stand up. I got a standing desk and the camera goes right up there. I'm getting to a point where I kind of want to sit down a little bit when I make some videos. I don't always want to stand, and if I do want to stand, then I can, have the monitor now set up in a way to where the camera sits on top and it goes up and down, because the monitor can actually be on the desk and not mounted to the wall. So anyway, that's just kind of where my head space is at with everything. One final thing, application. Time to talk about that again. Remember the console UI application I was talking to you all about before? There hasn't been an update in a while. Well, that is because the guy that was helping me on it back up. I basically hired two or three different developers, and at some point, every single one of those people just fell off, right? Even though you're paying them money, it's just like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't finish it. And they all fell off. It's so hard to find good help. With that being said, in some cases I got my money back. Some cases I got part of my money back. Anyway, but I have a working concept, like basically an alpha build of the app, if you will. but a spaghetti code. So that's where this last guy came in, the guy that I was super excited about. Well, he came in guns blazing, super excited, super passionate about the application. And I thought he was like an angel sent from the heavens, because I'm like, this is way too good to be true. He wasn't charging me anything, and he was super excited and passionate about the app. And we hit the ground running, and we started making tremendous strides. We really did, okay? And then that's where I contacted RK Benchmarker, and I said, hey man, you selling a GPU? How much do you want? Yada, yada, yada. Thank you, RK. Great deal on the 7900 XTX Sapphire Nitro Plus. Thank you, man. Phenomenal card. I was going to use that card in a PC build that I was going to give to my developer who wasn't charging me anything. And then out of nowhere, he just kind of, well, lack of a better word, kind of ghosted me. On one hand, he did have some family things going on one hand. On the other hand, life happens. You got to keep going. Look, do you think I want to work my 40-hour-a-week job, be a husband and a father, take care of my house, and also do YouTube while I got flooding damage in the next room? Do you think I want to deal with that? No. I would love to just be like, hey, sorry, not doing YouTube, not doing my job because I got to work on this flooding damage, right? Unfortunately, that's not how life works. You got to keep going. And so I was patient, I was understanding, but at a certain point in time, I have to be like, hey man, can I get an update on this thing? Or can you give me the source code so I can go find somebody else? And he basically just hasn't responded. So once again, I am back in the market for a developer, and I've already found a developer, and this time I'm doing things completely differently. Number one, I'm not working with Fiverr anymore. I've gone to Upwork. It's my first time using Upwork. So far, I like Upwork a lot more because you can actually do Zoom calls with people. And when you do the Zoom calls are automatically recorded through Upwork, and then a copy of that Zoom call is sent to both parties so that there is a record of what was said and what was agreed upon. The next thing I like about it is that you can set milestones. So I don't have to pay this developer up front for all the work. Basically, we divide the project amongst milestones. Okay, you're going to design the UI. That's a fee. Boom. Okay, you're going to program this functionality. That's a fee. Boom. And then we just milestone it out. And so that keeps him financially motivated to keep coming back to finish the app. It might be the last thing I do. If I had hair, I would pull it out or it would fall out. But this app is driving me crazy, but I want to get it done because I believe in it that much. I love this application. I don't know why something like this doesn't exist yet on the PC platform. But hey, who knows? Maybe this can be the big go moment or whatever. Hey, this is like the longest Patreon video I've done with my phone and stuff, so I hope everything works out. Look, thank you all for the continued support. We haven't had a new Patreon member in quite a long time, but we also haven't lost any, so that's amazing. So thank you all so much for the continued support. I really do appreciate it. When I started this year, I thought I would be ending the year with 30,000 subscribers minimum because we were on fire. Unfortunately, somewhere along the way, I fell off. Now, I don't even know if I'm going to hit 25 before December 31st. It is what it is. We'll see what happens. But I'm not giving up, staying strong, staying in there. This is just me speaking to you from the heart. This is things going through my head. I'm sorry if some things weren't politically correct or if you didn't like something I said. But you want behind the scenes updates? That's behind the scenes. Flooding, crappy developers not coming through for me, products for review, products that I'm paying for out of pocket, upgrades. So yeah. Anyway, all right, that's all I got. Until next time, you rock out.